Yo, pretty tired today. Let me tell you why. First of all, Wednesday and Thursdays, basically every class period, I have a class to teach. Well, today, one of the staff was like, hey, the head English teacher wanted to tell you something. Can you join the broadcasting club when they broadcast? I was like, what does that mean? Turns out, every Thursday in the school is what's called English Day. So they try to speak English. Now, of course, that's really hard. But at least for the broadcasting club, these are the kids who broadcast. They're the ones who announce stuff during the breaks, like recess and lunch and cleaning time. They have English translations, but this time around they wanted me to assist them, and I was like, oh, okay. Eventually the head English teacher was like, can you actually do the announcement in English? So yeah, I did that, and apparently it's a huge hit. A lot of the kids, basically everybody, knew that it was me. Even the teachers, they were like, hey, Mark Sensei, that was you, right? And I was like, yeah. It's funny because one of the kids was like, Mark Sensei, his English is so good. And I was like, oh yes, of course. Usually I have the recess to chillax. Lunch I eat very fast because even though it's an hour, you only really eat for like 20 minutes or so because the kids are kind of like prepping and then they gotta clean up too. It's usually during the recess time and a little bit like right after lunch that I can chillax, and that's important for me on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And today on Thursdays as well, I teach the second graders, which require a lot of energy, and then the third graders are also hard. Yeah, no chill time today. Very tired. It's a good kind of tired, I guess. Alright, gonna head home. Okay, so I'm back home and finally got my gas bill, and I'm shocked. I thought it'd be cheaper than electricity because I don't really use it much. It's 7,470 yen. That's like about $74. What the heck? So far, that's about like $100 for the utilities. And the next thing is water. I don't know when that's gonna come. I took a nap around like 5:30 p.m. Set an alarm for 6. Woke up at 6. Set an alarm for 6:30. Woke up. And then I just knocked out. Yeah, and I just woke up at like 10:30 p.m. I was like, great. Didn't do nothing. Didn't get to go to kickboxing. Oh, I remembered something from today. It was like around 11 a.m. The teachers were like, hey, so we have a shakeout drill. Basically an earthquake drill. Now, I remember in California when I was in high school, I think there were earthquake drills, but I've never actually seen anyone do anything. But here, so around like 11 a.m., they basically tune into the radio. In the drill, they say something like, get under a desk, protect your head. I was teaching at the time along with the homeroom teacher of a second grade class. And so we were doing it during a shopping lesson where everybody had their vegetables and stuff and they were walking around. And then so they stopped. And then the homeroom teacher was like, all right, please get under the desk very quietly and calmly hide your head. Hold on to the feet of the desk. And they were like really doing it. The radio was saying something like, the earthquake is continuing for 60 seconds. Please don't get out yet. The teacher also says, don't get out yet. Make sure that everything is fine around you before you get out. That kind of stuff. It's just really cool because they actually really do the drill. A few weeks ago, they also had nuclear meltdown drills as well. And they know what to do. I remember being in California and I'm like, hey, there's a drill, and like nothing happens. There's a fire drill. Guess what we do? We slowly walk over to an open area, and it just didn't feel like a drill. But I remember the nuclear meltdown one, they were timing how fast the kids would get back into the classroom and close the curtains and stuff. The teachers do an accounting of which class is the fastest and all that stuff. I mean, Japan has a lot of natural disasters, so it makes sense. But then again, California does too. But I never saw that when I was in high school there. Good job, Japan. Anyways, I snacked a little bit on the leftover karaage from yesterday, so I'm not super hungry, but I might cook something up. So I still had some leftover mentaiko, spicy cod roe, so I had this idea of cooking a thin layer of egg and then frying up this mentaiko. Yeah. And we're just gonna pop it inside here. Wrap it up like it's a blanket. But you know, you get the gist. So there it is. Itadakimasu. Nice. Wish I had some rice though. Good morning. It's Friday. My voice is kind of off. I think it's because I was screaming a lot yesterday at the classes. That's something I just realized. So something really cool in Japan. They have designs on the manhole covers. I don't know if you saw the little 6-pointed star. I think that's the crest for Mito City. Anyways, today's gonna be pretty chill. It's 3 6th grade classes, 1 5th grade, and you know, all the teachers basically just follow the book, so I'll be chillin'. See you guys in a bit. Yo, so I'm back home. I'm gonna go have lunch with my neighbor slash fellow teacher. Not lunch, dinner. His ritual slash habit of eating ramen. So we're gonna go to that now.
And then, as those movies came out, I just lost the motivations.
Yo, I'm back home. And we passed by like drugstore. Finally got one of these bad boys, which is basically... This is for scrubbing the floor. I got this snack, which is one of my favorites. I gave a couple of them for my fellow teacher because I highly recommend it. Lobster or prawn. It says #1, so you know it's good. I got this sink catcher thing. Hope it's the right size. Because the one I have in here, that basically got nasty with like little bits of mold. It's plastic and then it just like kind of holds on to the residue. Very annoying. And it's harder to clean, I think. Got some pink gloves to wash out like the stuff here. Got some of these snacks, the kakinotane, and got some beer. This guy looked happy, so I grabbed it. So this guy, I think it's the right size. I don't even want to open it because it looks very disgusting. It's finally my sink is clean. I have this plastic catcher. It tends to catch a lot of things, but I cleaned it out. There were a lot of like these black bits of mold, and then that was kind of like holding the little bits of veggies and food particles. Cleaned that out. This is actually a kind of a protector thing so water doesn't go straight in, and so I could actually like untwist it and open it. Sprayed a little bit of like mold killer inside as well. But yeah, this was also had a bunch of gunk, so cleaned that out, got that in, and so now I think this will fit. Boom, perfectly. That's the stainless bit. So now I have 2 catchers. Got the plastic one, and then this metal one, and then this boy. Perfect. That works. Love it.